a windmill. And there's like sacks of grain on the floor, maybe some straw on the ground, and there's like a big grindstone in the middle, and there's like some stairs going up in a spiral.
Anyone there?
No, just me.
And what are you doing there?
I'm just having a look around, trying to just seeing what there is to see.
Do you feel like it's the first time you be there?
Maybe I've been once or twice. Maybe I've been lots of times. I don't know.
Now you see things with your eyes in that scene or as an observer?
I can kind of see myself, and I'm also myself.
You see yourself in that scene too? How are you in that scene?
I'm like this young woman, and I'm like kind of wearing like old-fashioned kind of clothes, like 18th century or 17th century, kind of like a nice dress and like pretty shoes and just like kind of almost like Victorian kind of clothes.
And see your face in that scene. How do you look?
I'm not sure, I can't really see my face. I've got like nice sort of yellow reddish hair, like nice long hair.
How old are you in that scene?
Maybe mid-20s, maybe younger, I'm not sure.
What she is doing there?
She's waiting.
Who she's waiting? What she's waiting for?
Maybe she's waiting for the grain to come down from the top. Or maybe she, don't know, maybe she's waiting for someone.
Does it seem like she's working there?
Maybe she's like a villager. Or maybe she's just having like a nap, I don't know.
Now get out of the wheel means and see things around it. See it from the outside and tell me what you see there.
She can see there's the ocean on one side. There's lots of hills, valleys, lots of nature.
Anybody there?
No, nobody nearby.
Do you feel like she's living there?
Maybe like in a nearby village.
Follow her to her home. So what do you see there in the house?
Just like some sort of cracked white walls and wooden chair with like a blanket. Everything's a little bit cramped and a bit dark and smoky. And I think maybe she's got some members of her family in the same room, and they're like sitting around or like lying around doing cooking or mending stuff.
Tell me about other member of her family.
She's got like a brother, like 2 brothers, 3 brothers maybe.
Do you see there? Just tell me what exactly you feel or you see there.
Like I can't see them very clearly, but I think maybe
you can feel that, you can know it.
Yeah, I can get the sense there's maybe like 2 or 3 brothers, and they're like it like reminds me of places I've been to in Scotland or Orkney. And it's quite old-fashioned, and they're wearing like old-fashioned clothes, like 1700s, and like a flat cap, and they're a bit dirty, and yeah. But they seem like a nice family.
Her parents there?
Like she has parents. I'm not sure if they're in the house. Maybe her mum, maybe her dad is. Can't remember. Yeah, maybe her dad is there as well.
Move to the scene of their dinner and see what's happened there.
They've got some candles on the table and some knives and forks and wooden trays, and they're having like maybe some pie, some meat pies with gravy, and it's a good meal. Everyone feels quite happy. Yeah, everyone's being talkative and lively and happy, and yeah, it's good.
See her family members more clearly, or feel them more clearly?
I can't really tell if there's more people. Maybe the grandmother is there, grandfather. Yeah, like everyone in the family is just having dinner. They're laughing. Maybe the boys are like playing with each other, like playing with their knife and fork, pretending to be fighting or something.
How she's light in her personality? Can you feel her?
She's like very gentle and soft and kind. She sort of takes things as they come.
Does she work?
I think she does like housework and gets the grain, and maybe she like helps, like maybe they have a farm or something. It helps with the sheep. Maybe she's like a shepherdess.
Let's move to an important day in her life and see what's happened there.
Like maybe her wedding day, and like she can see the sort of stones of the church, the kirk, and it's very big and full of like black and like multicolored dark stone, and it's very old. And she can hear the church bells. I'm not really getting a sense of how she feels. Like I don't know if she's happy or scared or excited. I'm not sure.
So you're an observer, or you see things by her eyes?
Maybe seeing through her eyes.
Feel her body? When you are in her body, feel her body? Feel her face? How's she feel in her wedding day?
A bit scared.
Why is that?
Maybe she doesn't know the guy she's marrying that well, or like it's her parents' decision to make her marry this guy.
Let's see her husband.
He's like a tall young man. He looks like he's well dressed. Like he's not from like a rich family or anything, but just like maybe like her family and his family have like agreed to let them get married. And maybe he's also feeling nervous.
How do you know that?
You can just feel that he doesn't know the girl that well either. But they have to get married because it's like it's what their families want, so they have to do it. But he thinks that she looks pretty, so yeah, so he's not that upset.
Let's see the life after marriage.
Okay, they have their own house. Like, it's a bit nicer than the house that the girl was in before. It's a bit more like modern and stuff. And they have a nice big, like they have a living room, and they have a fire and some nice carpets, and they've got a couple of young children, and they seem quite happy, and they're like sitting on the carpet, and they're like just playing with the children.
How many children they have?
2, I think. Yeah, they have a nice, like it's not a big house, but it's just like a nice house on the hillside. Their own little farm.
They have farm?
Maybe I can't quite tell if it's their farm or if it's like they're just in like quite a rural, like country type area.
What her husband do for a living?
Maybe like something to do with shoes.
What do you see there?
Like maybe a blacksmith. Maybe he's like making something with like some heavy metal and putting it on. Maybe a horse, I don't know.
Let's see what she is doing every day.
She's just looking after the house and the children, and keeping everything clean, and bringing up the kids and teaching them. Yeah.
So how do you feel about their marriage life? How it's look?
Yeah, they seem quite happy. Like they have quite different roles in the family, and he goes out and he goes and works for the blacksmith, and he comes back and spends time with her in the evening, but I think maybe he's very tired when he comes home, so he just like sits on the chair and he just like smokes a pipe or something, and yeah, she has to look after the kids all day, but that's just how things are. Like it's not, nobody's upset or mad about it.
So close that scene and move to another important day of her life.
Maybe when she dies. No, not when she dies.
What did you see or feel there?
Like she's lying down somewhere on the grass or in the rain or something. Maybe she's hurt. Or she feels upset because of something.
She feels upset of something?
Yeah, maybe like, I don't know, something bad happened, like a miscarriage maybe. Something bad's happened to her body.
Describe me more clearly.
Maybe she was like on the road and she was traveling, and it was like late at night, and she was like on a horse or like in a wooden carriage, and there was an accident, and like something happened with the horse, or maybe they got attacked or something, and now she's like, the horse fell over and crushed her. Yeah, or like she's like trapped underneath the horse, or like part of the wooden carriage, and there's been like an accident.
She's alone there?
Um,
Just look around and see if anybody there.
I think maybe there was someone, but they ran away or they went to get help. Like, or she knows people are coming, or I can't really figure out if she's alone or not. But like, maybe there are people who want to hurt her. I don't know.
Now you are the observer of that scene, so or are you in her body?
In her body.
How do you feel when you're in her body now?
Feel like I'm sort of uncomfortable and pain in my shoulder and my leg, and
Feel the pain in your shoulder and your legs? Okay, so you may get out of her body and see that as an observer, and see that scene and see you in that scene just like an observer. Okay.
yeah, it's like raining, and there's some like highwaymen, and they want to like kill her maybe. Actually, I'm not really sure. I think maybe she's just stuck there, and she's wondering if someone's gonna rescue her.
How she feel in that moment?
Scared, anxious. Like she might not ever get rescued, or she might bleed out or something. And like she calls out for help, but she can't hear anyone because it's raining really hard, and the horse is just there on the ground, and it's like injured.
She passed away at that night.
Yeah.
What do you see there?
I guess it just got darker and darker and colder, and then no one came to rescue her until it was like too late, maybe the next day. So by that time she was already too injured for anyone to help her. So
let's move to the scene after she passed away and see what's happening there.
Okay. People come like from the town, like the mayor of the town comes through, and he says, he feels really sad about this thing that happened, and he wants to help the family and like give them some money to like pay for the funeral, and help maybe like help like pay for a new carriage or something.
So now let's look at that life when she's passed away. Tell me the life purpose. Her life purpose.
She was like just like quite devoted to her family, and wanted to be a good daughter and look after her kids and be a good wife and everything. Just like wanted to look after everyone in her life.
How does she feel about her life?
Maybe a bit sad that she couldn't have been there for her children. Maybe like not close to her father, or like problems with her father, like being abusive or angry with her.
Was this an accident on that night, or someone aimed to harm her?
I can't. Maybe she wanted it to happen.
Or she just wanted to happen?
maybe she was going through problems with her marriage, and she was not like wanting to hurt herself, but maybe she did want to hurt herself.
So let's come back to see. Let's see what is the problem with her marriage.
Maybe like her husband, he drinks a lot and doesn't communicate very well with her. He's angry with the children for crying, and like he hits them, and she gets upset, and they fight. And she wishes that he could like control himself better. Yeah, but he's not very in touch with his emotions, so he finds that difficult. Because his father was distant with him, so yeah.
Now let's close that scene and move to the scene, and yes, the funeral, and see what happened there.
Yeah, it's another really dark and rainy day, and there's some lightning in the sky and thunder and lots of rain, and people are standing in a small field, and there's like a little hole in the ground, and everyone standing around the hole, and they're looking in down at the casket that's being lowered into the ground, and everyone's crying because they're so sad, because she was a really good woman, they thought, and she was loyal to her husband and really nice to be around. And now the children are not going to have their mother, so they all feel worried for them. Like her mother is worried about the grandchildren. Like, are they going to grow up to be good, men without their mother?
Yeah, so look at her husband now and how he is now.
He's distraught. He's heartbroken. He's so sad. He doesn't know how he's going to manage without her. And like raise two boys without her, like, and has to work at the same time. So yeah, he's having a really hard time dealing with it.
Okay, so let's speed up and see how her husband deal with everything there.
Badly, I think. I think he has a hard time controlling the boys as they get older. And they get into a lot of fights and with each other, and they go to the bars and they get drunk and start fights with people, and they're very, a lot of violence.
So let me ask questions and receive the answer that's come the first into your mind. Why your subconscious mind wants you to see that's life?
Because don't know, maybe it's to do with family, or
Just relax and tell me what happened. What do you feel?
I don't know, I feel very emotional.
Okay, let's take it easy.
I think there's some kind of family issues with the parents and the children.
In your present life too?
No, nothing like that. Yeah, maybe it's that the father, the husband he doesn't know how to be a good father. He doesn't know how to be like a good man. And he's lost in some way. Yeah, he doesn't know what his purpose is. Because he's lost his wife. It's more the husband. Yeah, he's in a lot of pain. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to go on with his life without the wife. And he doesn't feel like he has a connection with his family, with his sons. I think he just like drinks a lot, and he doesn't feel his feelings. Maybe.
How old is he now?
Maybe late 40s, early 50s.
Moved to the last day of his life.
Like he's an old man. He's wearing pajamas. He's lying in bed. He's very old, very weak. He's dying. Or he's drifting off, like peacefully maybe.
Anyone around him that time?
And there's a priest.
He's his son.
No, there's no one else, just him and the priest. But he seems like he's peaceful. He's accepted things that have happened in his life. Yeah, he feels ready to die. He's happy that the priest is there with him. But yeah, he wishes his sons were there because he misses them. But they didn't have the best relationship, so. Yeah, I think he misses them a lot. But he can't do anything. He's tried to make amends and like reconnect, but maybe it's been too much has happened, and they can't rebuild their relationship. So he hopes that they're gonna be okay when he dies, and they're gonna have, inherit his house and everything. So they'll at least have like his money to to look after them. Yeah, but he can't do anything else.
So why did he die?
I think he just got old and sick. It's just old age.
Let him pass away. And what is his life purpose?
To learn how to be a good father and look after his family. Yeah, maybe because like his father wasn't that good to him either. He struggled to be nice to his children, and I think he regrets not being kinder to them. Because he comes from a violent place, and he was violent to them. So yeah, he needs to learn how to be gentler and kinder.
So why your subconscious mind want you to see the life of the wife and the husband?
I need to learn how to be kind to myself. Not give myself such a hard time about things. Because it's fine, like, I do my best and I try and be a good person. Like, it's okay if I'm not where I want to be, but yeah, it's okay. Yeah, not to give myself such a hard time. Just be kind, be gentle. It's okay if I don't understand everything that's happened in my life. Like, that's okay. I just have to live it. It will eventually, it will make sense.
Accept what happened and be kind to yourself. Any other thing in that life that you want to know more?
Maybe the two sons, what happened? What happened to them? Okay. Well, there's two of them, and I'm not sure which one to focus on, but
Let's just choose one by one, and you can see them all. Yeah.
okay, I'll focus the younger one. And he's a bit in the shadow of his older brother, and they're quite competitive, I think. He's maybe more artistic. He wants to do something creative. He wants to be like a painter or illustrator or something in the arts. it's okay. I think he gets married and has some children, and he's a painter. Um, maybe he's on like a ship, or he's like designing ships or something. But yeah, he has two really nice, beautiful daughters and beautiful wife. And, he's very loving and loyal and friendly, and yeah, they have a good life, I think.
Now, so see the older one.
He has some troubles with anger. He's getting into a lot of fights, a lot of debt, drinking, gambling. Just he's not a good person, and I don't see him with anyone. He's just kind of by himself. I think he just moves around a lot from place to place. He's violent. I think he gets into a fight somewhere in the south of England, like in Plymouth. I can see someone like dangling out a window. Maybe he's holding someone's legs, or someone's holding him. Like he's holding someone out the window, threatening them about something, about money. He wants to get money back from him. So he's not a very happy person. He's very, very sad. He causes a lot of pain to the people around him. Yeah, people don't accept him. He gets pushed out of society, and he has to keep moving on to a new place. So he's always alone. And he doesn't have a lot of possessions. He just like carries things around on his back. So he's quite poor, I think. And I don't know where his family is. Maybe they're staying with some other relatives, but they're not in contact anymore. So he's very lonely.
How he ends his life?
I can't see what happens, but yeah, he's just going downhill, like on a downward spiral. So, but yeah, I don't think he probably dies like in a bar, like he drinks too much or something, or gets in a fight or something like that happens. He gets punched really hard. I don't know.
Is there any message for you after you see the two lives, the two sons?
I guess I have two paths I could choose. I could choose to be like the younger son, and I can take trauma that's happened to me, and I can try and turn it into something like positive, I can use it to turn into something positive and create art and make it something, you know, positive, creative and beautiful for people, or I can let it dominate me and control me. But I have a choice. So yes, I think that's the lesson from that story.